Hey, what's going on, guys? gdoggcasey here, bringing you episode number 3 of our Dark Souls playthrough. And right away, we're going to kick things off with opening up this door from the key that we bought off of that old merchant lady earlier in the game. And then let's talk to the...
Very good. Now I can get to work. But first, let me set up. Come again later.
Yeah, so basically we have to leave the area and then come back, and he'll be in there working. And we can upgrade our weapons and armor as well. So a couple other things that we got to do in Majula now that we've been back from killing the last giant. We got the key from that guy in the cave there. I forget his name at the moment, but that key allows us to open up this key to the mansion in Majula. And there's a couple things around here. Come around this side, you can get a Pharos Lockstone, which is pretty cool. Feel free to break whatever you want in here. There's nothing else besides that lockstone, at least in this room. So we'll continue along. There's a couple really important items in the mansion, and we're going to be getting one of them fairly shortly. Now this room here is a really cool room because of the fact that the floor here, as I can't remember his name, the map guy was telling us, there's a map of all of Drang Lake in this room here, and if you look at it, you know, it's hard to tell, but it is actually a map of the kingdom. So pretty interesting. We'll be back here a little bit later. Come down here and there's a skeleton monster. Incredibly easy to take out. Bam. Not too bad. Dropping a human effigy for us, and this is where we're going to get that really important item I was talking about. Not this one. That's an Estus Flask shard, which is still very important. But yeah, this note here intrigued me. I was wondering why, but people lie all the time. They put notes like that around to make you waste your time. In this box, we are going to get the Soul Vessel, and that item is going to allow us to respec our character later on in the game. So yeah, there's that. And there's still a little bit more in this mansion, so we're going to come up here and we're going to actually head to the upstairs portion of the mansion. You always want to check every corner you can find, because Dark Souls is notorious for hiding shit in corners. So here we're going to get 3 Titanite charts and 3 torches, which, as far as the torches go, as far as I know, I'm pretty sure that's all we're ever going to need for the whole game. But, yeah. The Titanite charts are pretty good, especially early on. So nothing left in the mansion now. We can just jump down. We are going to head back over to the lady over here who can level us up. The Emerald Herald, I think her name is. I almost forgot there.
Is that a shard you found? Here, let me see it, so that I may help you. To see light, to see hope, however faint it might be.
Give her the shard, we'll get an extra Estus Flask. And look at these little pig creatures. They followed me all the way over here, and they started attacking me. Like, what the hell's up with that? You gotta be they have so many hit points too, but you gotta be careful, because if you accidentally swing over them and stab the Emerald Herald, that wouldn't be good. So if they follow you all the way over here, just take them out on this side. And they actually do a pretty decent amount of damage also. Alright, finally got that taken care of. So we're going back. Actually, I barely even talked about what we're doing in this episode. So in this episode, we're going to go back to the Forest of the Fallen Giants, and we're going to complete some of the extra areas we can do now that we have the key, the soldier's key. But actually, before we do that, we're gonna just go back to Majula and talk to the blacksmith, because now that we've done this quick travel thing, he's gonna be able to upgrade our weapon. And we're gonna be trying out a new weapon during this episode, just because I've heard that the falchion...
Stand back. This is dangerous work. The name's Lenigrast. Just a simple blacksmith. And you are... another useless traveler. A man ought to labor with his feet planted firmly in the earth. Not roam around like you flirtatious vagabonds. Oh, what does it matter? Go on, show me what you've got. Your equipment. Let me have a look. But do it quick.
Yeah, Lenigrast is all about staying in one place. He just wants to root down in one spot and just stay there for the rest of his life. He hates people who travel around. Anyway, as I was saying, I heard the falchion was a pretty good weapon in terms of dexterity build, so, or falchion, however you say it. We're going to try it out during this episode and see how we like it. Also going to pick up some arrows as well, because having a constant source of range attacks is very good, and it's going to be even better for us now that we're actually, now that we're going to be a dexterity build. The bow...
I'll be around if you make it back.
The bow will scale nicely with our dexterity. And speaking of a bow, let's open up this chest here and pick up a bow. Sweet. So we got some range attacks now. Let's equip our falchion, and I believe I'm going to equip the bow also. And the arrows. There we go. Just double checking the inventory, making sure we're all set up the way we want to be. There's a quick look at the moveset of the falchion. It's okay. I don't know if I like it all that much actually, but there's the strong attacks. And the two-handers. The two-hander looks a little bit better actually. In terms of the moveset, at least the moveset, sorry, at least in my opinion, I think the two-hander is better. Anyway, now we're actually going to be getting on with the adventure here, going back to the Forest of Fallen Giants to use our soldier's key that we picked up off the last giant and unlock some, or pick up some loot and just unlock some areas here. So first thing, right from this bonfire, if you come up here, you can open a door. And again, I have to reiterate, if there's something that I'm missing, then... you guys let me know in the comments, and I'll include it in a mop-up video later, so we can get everything. Just moving around this room, looking to make sure I've picked everything up. There's actually an item over here. Get that hand axe and the Radiant Life Gem, which is just a stronger life gem. I was looking around because I'm pretty sure there's an enemy around, and there he is. I still don't even really know where he came from. He's in that room, though, somewhere, so be careful for him. Pop up this iron chest, and something I don't know if I've said, these items are in iron chests because the items that are in wooden chests, if you can actually break the chest by swinging at it with your weapon. And don't forget to pick up this Divine Blessing on the branch there. If you swing enough times at a wooden chest, you can break it, and whatever item inside becomes rubbish, and it's just worthless. So it's important to, to try not to break the chests, obviously. But the ones that are in iron lockboxes are items that I guess the developers really wanted you to be able to collect, and you can't break iron lockboxes. So if you see an iron chest, then chances are it's going to be a better item than usual. Or at least something that you would want to complete the game with. Yeah, that two-handed moveset is pretty nice, actually. So we'll use the soldier key once again down this way. And we'll be picking up another chest over here. the Ring of Restoration, and another torch. So the Ring of Restoration is really good. We're going to check it out here, and we're going to wear it. It's a very small amount of health regen, but while you're sort of traveling around the world, you know, sometimes a lot of time goes in between each fight. So having this health regen is going to help us out a lot in terms of just keeping our health topped off. This area right now is completely useless to us. We need to produce the symbol of the king in order to open that door, and we don't have that right now. So yeah, we're just looking around, making sure I'm not missing anything, but that's pretty much all there is in that room. So we'll just head out and just continue along this area once again. Here we go. Now this door that we can open is actually going to lead us into probably the biggest second area of this area, I suppose. It's going to take us a little while to get through here, but it's definitely worth it. The souls you collect and the items you find through this area are going to be worth it. So we got a few more of these heavy ironclad soldiers, whatever they're called, and occasionally you may find yourself having to fight two at once, so just be careful. Took a shot right on the bum there. The second guy will back off once he gets to a certain spot, so you can take this guy out one-on-one pretty easily. There you go, nice and easy. Grab the black fire bombs and the homeward bone here. Continue heading down. We're gonna fight that other heavy enemy now. Got a little greedy there, took a few extra swings. Still getting used to the falchion move set, and there we go. You can see that the shield actually does SFA for you here, so you're better off just avoiding the attacks. I probably should switch to two hands since, I mean, I guess there the shield helped, but on the overhead slam it doesn't help at all. Alright, one more swing and we'll just string a little combo together, take them out. You gotta be careful with those guys, because just a couple hits, then next thing you know, you need to heal. And if they hit you while you're healing, then, well, you could be in trouble. Alright, so we've cleared out those two guys. Now there's another shield wielder here, and we'll just take him out pretty easy. Luckily that time, because sometimes those shield guys can be a pain in the ass. Alright, so in this area, there's a dude on a little island in the middle here, and we're going to want to use our bow right away to take him out, because he will be pestering us with arrows. Yeah, missed him there. We actually took a few more shots than I really needed to. Alright, got him taken care of. Now, we've also aggroed that heavy armored dude there, so you can see a second one on his way as well. So you gotta be careful with the fight here, because obviously if you fall down, you die. And we don't want to die, so we're going to be treating this fight carefully. But also, it is possible to have both of them trying to fight you at once in this area. So, taking this guy out quickly is pretty important. Yeah, we got flattened again there. Shield not helping at all. It might be reducing some of the damage we take, though, so I don't know. There we go. Take him out. Luckily, we didn't have to fight them both. So there's lots of branching paths here. We're just going to go straight up, though. Take out this guy. And you can see there's not a lot of room to dodge around, so gotta be careful. Yeah. And there you can see his little four-swing combo he likes to pull out every once in a while. And in my experience, it's pretty much taking another shot there, right on the tip of the toe, but still taking about a third of our health. Using some life gems here. And there you go. Alright, so we're not going to go up that ladder just yet. We're going to come this way. There's a little guy here waiting to try to ambush you. It's funny, so far the ambushes that those guys set up aren't really the greatest, because if you just walk past like you didn't even know they were there, most of the time that's fast enough to get out of their way, and then you can just kill them after they swing at you. If you were to slowly go around that corner without looking, then maybe you'd be in a bit of trouble. We're just going to go this way here, come up the stairs, and there's another chest here, and we're going to find the leather armor set in this chest. So that's pretty interesting. I don't think I'm going to use it, but, you know, it's there, so. And the Soul of the Proud Knight is nothing to sneeze at either. It's a pretty nice drop. And here we're going to find a bonfire. We're not going to rest at it, but we will light it, so we can travel here whenever we want. Resting at it obviously would respawn all the enemies we just spent so much time trying to kill, so we're not doing that. A giant rest in peace. Remember when Melentia was talking about how some of the giants have been sprouting into trees? That's sort of some more proof right there. So I think while I was fighting the second Iron Soldier, or whatever these guys are called, he may have broken the door there. And luckily, this guy wasn't aggroed right away. Oh! Pretty nice dodge there. And look at how much health he had. I thought I'd be able to string together a nice combo and take him out, but not the case. Now the Falchion's at risk already, so we're going to be swapping that out. Pretty nice. You know, it's alright. I don't know if it's something I'm going to stick with for the rest of the game. We'll see. We're just going to go with the Fire Longsword for now. Because, as much as I hate to admit it, this weapon is really good in the early game, so we'll just continue on with it. Everyone should have it at this point, so. Coming around here, there's a little ambush that they try to set up on you. Pick up the Bastard Sword, which, if you're going a strength build, this Bastard Sword, and there's another lie about the Illusionary Wall, at least I think so, I don't know, I didn't find it. If you're going strength build, that Bastard Sword is going to be really helpful, especially on the next boss we're going to be fighting, because it just does a lot more damage than the Fire Longsword can do. But we are not going strength build, so I don't even think we can use that weapon right now, unless we wanted to two-hand it. But for those of you who do want to hit a little bit harder, that is definitely a weapon you're going to want to use early game. So, this encounter here will be made much easier if you stay as close to the back wall here as possible without aggroing the second guy. And just fight them one at a time. Bam! He almost hits a home run and knocks us out of the park there. That was pretty funny. Obviously, it's not impossible to fight them both at once, but you might as well just go up that ladder there and fight them one at a time instead, because if you see this ladder right ahead of us there, you can climb up that way, but every time I've done it, I've aggroed both of them at once. Luckily there, we caught the guy in a bit of a glitch, and we are going to take advantage of that every time. Just quickly slice him down there so that we don't have to worry about him. So that is near completion of this second bonus area as far as I am aware. I believe we'll be heading out now and continuing on. And actually, that's just about it. I mean, I know there's probably some places that I've missed. And again, let me know in the comments, or, you know, I will be doing more hardcore research about this as I get closer to the end of the game. Before I finish the last boss, I'm going to try my absolute hardest, at least, to find almost every item. You know, I don't know if I'll be able to do every single item, because I'm just not that good at games, but I will give it a shot. So now, you know, again, this is somewhere that we've already been, and I'm going to explain something. I'm not sure if I said it in the last video. Actually, I might have, but if you're using a fire weapon and you attack, you swing that fire weapon at an exploding barrel, or a barrel that's set to explode, it will explode on impact with your fire weapon. So, as I said before, just down this pathway, there is this guy up here who actually throws fire bombs, and you can get him to hit that little batch of explosive barrels, and it'll blow a hole in the wall. Well, if you have enough health like I do right now, you can also just run up and... yeah, and just do that. There's no big deal because the bonfire's right here. And actually, that's a very nice shortcut right there. Especially if you have issues with the next boss coming up. So this shortcut is going to help you out. Now, I did just run out here and I kind of forgot that all the enemies respawn. So there's a dude going to be throwing fire bombs. Got to be careful about that. These shield guys, they annoy the hell out of me. Oh, look, we aggroed another one over there too. Awesome. So we're going to just go through this. If they don't have a shield, they're easy to take out. This guy, he's sort of hesitating. He's not sure if he wants to come in this room or not. And at the time of playing, I was wondering too. I was like, is he going to come in? And then look, as soon as I get my bow out, he comes in. So I'm going to have to go back to our fire longsword and try to take him out here. There we go. So when I purchased the arrows, I just got like the cheapest arrows just so I'd have something to shoot. Later on, we'll be looking for a much better bow, and we'll invest in the stronger arrows as well. So we're now getting to a part here where we're going to do a little bit of running through the enemies, just because like I could go the whole way up and around and take out those guys who are going to drop fire bombs on us right here. Or I could just run past. So we're going to run past because the door I want to go into is just here anyway. And this is actually the last door that I'm going to be exploring. So we'll come up here, and there's a couple enemies we'll encounter here. Another shield guy. And there's a second guy who's on the stairs right to the left. Yeah, you got a piece of us there. So we're actually just going to head up here. I want to lose aggro on the heavier armored guy, so we're going to come up here, and actually, we're just about to fight another boss. Run up the staircase here for a life gem and a soul. I guess we'll take this guy out. Yeah, as soon as I drop my guard, he attacks. Thanks for that, asshole. Okay. Let's pop a life gem here. And we'll take a look at this this second boss of the game. The Pursuer. So this guy, for some reason, he's just given me lots and lots of issues, and I'm not sure why. I don't know. I mean, using the fire longsword is probably not your best bet. If you could be using the bastard sword at this point, you're going to be much better off because you can do a lot more damage with that. But basically, you can see me here just holding my shield up, because your shield will save you more often than not. So if you get clipped, if you have your shield up, you'll be alright. And you just sort of list lazily to the right. Now that attack there, you cannot block, and you have to dodge it, because if he hits you with it, bad things will happen. It curses you, which basically does about half of your max hit points of damage, and then it allows him to use a few more moves in his arsenal that are much harder to defend against. So just dodging it is going to be dodging that attack is going to help you out a lot more in the long run. So you can see, just holding the shield up, staying to the right, and just taking shots whenever you can. Stamina management is very important. You can see here he broke my guard there. Make sure your stamina is full so that you can get a swing off, but then still be able to dodge or block. Yeah, we got our guard broken again there. So far this fight's been going pretty well. I haven't been clipped yet, and we're just continuing to attack here and just try to avoid his attacks. It's really not that hard, but he can kill you pretty quickly if you mess up. So again, dodging that attack. Just keep on the move. Every time he does that attack, you can guarantee yourself at least 1 or 2 extra swings in there. There we go. And luckily, for some reason, this boss, I don't know if he's programmed to do that, but it's like every time he breaks my guard, he has a perfect opportunity to just murder me, and he doesn't do it. He just allows me to back up or heal up or whatever. See here, we got clipped once or twice actually there, so we're going to try to heal. He's not letting us heal that time, but this time he will. So just get a heal off and keep the shield up again. Oh, got us good there. I rolled the wrong way, so that's understandable. Pretty low on health here. He's under half and just getting out of the way of that attack here. It's so hard to dodge that. And you can see I'm just kind of falling apart here. I went for the first half of the fight without taking any damage, and now it's just not been going so well. Even two-handing our weapon a little bit there. You can see his moveset isn't that hard to dodge. I'm not sure what it is with me, but just been having issues with him. So we got him to about 3/4 health, or we've taken about 3/4 of his health now. He's got about a quarter left, and we're just we're full health. We don't have any Estus left, so if we gotta be careful not to take any shots here. Nice dodge, roll out of the way. But you can see the fire longsword just does like no damage. Oh, and he gets us with the stab there. He's gonna curse us, which means he's gonna have access to a couple extra moves here. Now, luckily, during this recording, it actually took him quite a while before he went into that. And you can see I'm just getting really greedy here. He's almost dead. If I can get one full combo on him, I might be able to take him out. So I'm just trying to get him in the position that I need him to be in. Pop a life gem, get some health back, and we got clipped. That could have been it too. And there is the first death of the walkthrough, or the series, or the playthrough, or whatever you want to call it. So we died by the Pursuer, and it's nothing new for me because he's killed me so many times. My first time encountering him on my first game, oh my god, I was getting frustrated. And the thing is, he's relatively easy too. I don't know why I have issues with him. I guess that's just, you know, everyone's going to have different issues with different bosses. So I'm going to show you my favorite little run through here that I have perfected due to dying to this guy so many times. It's not even like it's that hard to do, but you just come through here. Try not to get clipped by these guys, because they will take like an arcing swing sometimes and they can get you. So, just run past. And you're all ready to try again. So, we're going to try again here. Round 2 with the Pursuer, and this time I'm just trying to take a much more careful approach. Now it's a long fight, so I'm not going to be showing you guys the whole thing. We're going to be skipping ahead a little bit, because I've already just showed you pretty much a length of a whole fight. So we're going to cut ahead here. Already used a few Estus, and you know, just the same old thing, just trying to be careful, not take any shots, and then BAM! Pretty much the exact same way as last time, we get cursed again. So last fight, we didn't see the effects of what happens when you get cursed. Well, let's just see what happens here as we... look at that, he like completely held up there to let me heal, so that was nice of him. Good guy, Pursuer there. Now, you see those ballista on the side there? There's two of them, one on the left and one on the right. You can actually position him and hit him with one of the ballista bolts and do a lot of damage, but it's really hard to do when you're solo, so you're better off just not trying, just avoiding it. Anyway, skipping ahead here, and this is that attack I was talking about. Yeah. I think if I would have dodged right there, I might have been able to get past it. But anyway, so round 3, this time I'm bringing friends. And this is one of my favorite things about Dark Souls 2, is that, especially now that the game is new and it's just come out, there's summon signs everywhere. So if you're having any issues at all with bosses, feel free. You can summon 2 buddies here. We got Barry and Sandrex, and we're going to go and we're going to fight the Pursuer with friends this time. And that's something that I'll be doing for this playthrough on YouTube here. I'm going to attempt 2 times at each boss solo. And if I can't kill them solo the first 2 times, then the 3rd time I'll be bringing friends. And hopefully we'll be able to do it. So, when you have buddies here, this fight is obviously way easier. Now, he does get extra hit points. So, you know, especially that I brought 2 people, his hit points are really high. But you can see our mage there is actually just trying to shoot ballista bolts at him. And he hit him once or twice, so that's why he's so low on health right now. The ballista does a lot of damage to him. Just ganging up on him a little bit here, and as long as when you're playing with friends, the only thing you want to watch for is just to try to gauge who he's aggro to. Alright, we're going to pop a heal here because we don't want to die. And that was the first time I've ever seen that attack, but our shield just 100% blocked it, so no big deal. I guess he can do that though, so watch out for that. Oh, he took another ballista bolt to the back there. That took a nice chunk of health out. And we've almost got him here. Two-handing and just going to town on him. And our mage isn't really helping. He's trying to fire some more ballistas, but it's not really working. And there we go. So, a little bit embarrassing. I apologize, guys. I wasn't able to take him out on my own within the first 2 tries. Everyone's all pumped for killing him. War cries everywhere. And that's another thing I noticed about this game is the online play so far has been really friendly. These guys they always wave or they bow, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun to summon these guys to do bosses. So I will be doing it every once in a while, especially if I have issues with that boss. So far I have never been invaded yet. So I don't know if that's an issue with the game or just because I'm getting lucky, but I'm human most of the time and I haven't gotten invaded, so I don't know what's going on there. There's another dead giant here with a tree growing through him, but that's about all we're going to find. So let's actually head up this staircase and onto this little crow's nest, which is reminiscent of Dark Souls 1. He's taking us to a new area. We will not be going through this area though. This place that we're going to now is called the Lost, or it's the Lost Bastille. I can't remember. I think it's the Lost. The Lost Bastille. Some people say Bastille. I'm gonna say Bastille. I don't care if that's the right or wrong way. That's just, it sounds the most natural coming out of my mouth that way. So we're gonna light this bonfire. And we're going to travel back to Majula, because we'll be going through that area a little bit later. We don't want to do it right now. There's actually 2 ways to get to the Lost Bastille, and you don't. So that whole area we just did, fighting the Pursuer, you don't actually have to do it to complete the game. But let's talk to our where are we going here? We're going to the blacksmith then.
Oh, I'd given you up for dead.
Just fumbling around with the blacksmith here. I think we're gonna upgrade some weapons, or maybe oh yeah, we're gonna purchase the rapier. Rapier is another good dexterity weapon, which I really want to try out. Its durability is very low though, but it's a lighter weapon, so it's not so bad. You can carry multiple of them actually, but we're gonna go ahead and actually upgrade this, because unless you upgrade it, it really doesn't do enough damage to kind of justify using it. But once we get some upgrades in it, it's going to be nice and good, so.
I'll be around if you make it back.
And that's going to be episode 3, guys, so thanks for watching.
Is that a
She's
shard?
going to be loud here.
Here, to see. However.
Give her the shard, upgrade your Estus. Thanks again for watching, guys. Episode 3 in the books. We've taken care of the Forest of the Fallen Giants. We won't be going back there for a while. In the next episode, we're going to be doing my absolute favorite area in the game so far, which is kind of a shame that it's happened so early, but also I haven't finished it yet, so there could be a new favorite area in the future. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Doing some leveling up, and I will talk to you later. See ya.